When I met Stix, one of the first things that stood out for me, what like stood out for me about you, was you go, "Hey, what's up? My name's Stix." I was like, "Hey, man, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you." And you were just talking, and then you go, "You know, I've been married to my wife for 10 years, and I never cheated on her."
100,000 trillion%.
Okay. Now, with what's going on this last week, you are even more of a rare commodity.
Man, I'm like, Jesus Christ in these streets.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I take that though, man. I challenge any female who want to throw themselves in a vaginal box at me. They just get. I'm like Pujols. That shit gonna be like, home run, no way, knocked out the park, goodbye. I'm like a professional at this. What's that curve?
Yeah, you curving.
Yeah, absolutely. Curve Cologne. That shit was amazing.
Hey, popping.
Yeah.
I think like the biggest thing, my question for you would be, being in the industry that we work in, how do you remain faithful?
Easy. You gotta know yourself. That's the first thing me and my team always preach every day. And then from all the, I guess, spiritual manuscripts that I've ever written, that I've.
You
like,
right now?
The God is coming out.
Okay.
I'm telling the world, I've came back.
Okay.
Now, out of everything that I've read, it always preach, know yourself. If you want to find God, the closest place to find God is within self. So if you want to excel to the highest level, you got to know who you are. How that correlates to what you just asked me is, I know what position to not put myself in.
Right.
So I won't fall victim to temptation.
100%.
So, it's interesting because it was somebody posted something on Instagram. I don't know who this guy is, but my wife like to give me hints and shit, and she'll DM me like just random comments and stuff.
Of course, right.
So it's this video of this guy. He says, "If you can't put yourself in the lion's den if you don't want to get bit."
Okay.
And the
That's
crazy
a word,
thing,
though. That's
the crazy thing is, I actually live by that philosophy. I'm like, in this industry, I'm gonna be around beautiful women. I talk to my wife about women a lot. Like, if somebody's beautiful, then the problem is dudes be pretending like they don't see that somebody got that ass. Can I say ass?
Yeah. That's
all right.
I mean, you already said it.
All right, cool. They, dudes are trying to ignore or front like they don't see a beautiful, attractive woman in front of them, and then that's when they lose sight of everything.
Right.
When you try to suppress that, and it's like screaming outside of you, you can't control that.
Right.
So. First things first is like we got to automatically know life is created with a bunch of beautiful queens out here with bodies made of
silicone and plastic,
angel
in LA.
feathers and warm Burke Williams massages. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that is out there, and once you mentally understand that, it's in you. You got to also get this. It's hard to get it out your system, but you got to get it out your system.